the world and that catalyzes social action. A diverse community of highly skilled faculties who guide and inspire students to fully realize their potential. A university that cultivates viable, purposeful, and productive partnerships, collaborations towards a just, human, and compassionate society. An efficient and stimulating environment to support world-class academic activities, scholarly work, and community engagement.
Sa Beda University shall now engage with the affordances of technology and meet the challenges of the 21st century while remaining faithful to its mandate as a Benedictine Catholic University. We shall be a catalyst for national, economic, social, and environmental transformation and help it reap the fruits of the Fourth Industrial Revolution.
Things, God may be glorified.
Half a century ago, Prince of Songkla University, or PSU, has been established as the first source of higher education in southern Thailand. Today, although there are hundreds of universities throughout Thailand, PSU is still one of the country's leading institutions of higher education. We use our research-based knowledge and experiences accumulated through the last 50 years to create practical innovations to improve the quality of life in our southern communities. With a broad vision, we pioneered several programs. With the continuous aim to make progress for Thai economics and society on the global stage. Having started with only 2 campuses and 3 faculties, we have at present 5 campuses situated at key locations of the southern region, covering every field of knowledge by 37 faculties, research centers, and various other academic agencies. We provide knowledge to students in 320 academic fields, corresponding to the needs of the region, country, and the global community. Our consistently high educational quality is maintained by continuously improving our educational programs to be up to date with the latest advances of international academia. Our learning resources not only provide academic content, but also enlighten students in terms of both mindset and experiences. While education quality is ensured by our highly qualified academics. Experienced instructors and professional educators of global renown. our 5 campuses offer safe academic environments in peaceful, natural surroundings, containing a cohesive academic community that cultivates integrity and a keen sense of social awareness. We are united in embracing diversity, which serves as a foundation to our peaceful, multicultural society. Our educational programs have been developed together with accordance with research, utilizing resources, culture, wisdom, and economics surrounding our 5 campuses on the Thai Peninsula. This enabled us to become a leader in various types of academic fields, particularly those relevant to the fundamental potential of the South. Our constant determination to enhance the university's competence and mobilize Thai society resulted in PSU becoming a research university with new sources of knowledge. We apply our experiences, expertise, and resources to respond to the most pressing social and environmental issues of our time. We also learn how to apply traditional wisdom to preserve and maintain our cultural heritage. We create new economic opportunities based on the productivity profile of the region. We create mechanisms of propagating practical knowledge to entrepreneurs. We introduce modern innovations to assist in the creation of new alternative industries and services. We offer improved medical and public health services while constantly pushing the boundaries of medical science knowledge in order to develop our country to be the center of healthcare in ASEAN. We communicate our expertise to the outside world through several networks and means in order to disseminate knowledge, share ideas, and foster a lifelong learning behavior among people of all ages and occupations. PSU is more than just a university. We provide education to all levels, from preschool to PhD. In addition to benefiting all social sectors, PSU also produces alumni widely successful in various professions. Besides teaching in classrooms, our instructors also reach out to communities and propagate practical knowledge to people of all ages and educational levels. In addition to working in laboratories, our researchers also work on palm plantations, rubber plants, fishing boats, in the mountains, under the sea, and in remote forest villages. Besides working on campus, our staff kindly helps people in need outside the university as well. The PSU community closely follows the resolution of His Royal Highness Prince Mahidol Adulyadej, the Prince Father. Let consideration of personal gain take second place to the overall benefits of mankind, good fortune, wealth, and prestige, and come naturally to those who are spiritually dedicated to their work. This resolution has been the guiding foundation of PSU people's ideals and practices for the last 50 years. In the next decade and beyond, the PSU community will continue carrying out these missions with the determination to make major progress. Continuously striving to find new sustainable methods to advance our society for the benefit of mankind.
Pembangunan Daerah memulai usahanya sebagai lembaga keuangan bank sejak tanggal 7 April 1971 dan diresmikan pada tanggal 13 April 1971. Komitmen kami terus memberikan yang terbaik, menghadirkan kesejahteraan bagi nasabah dan masyarakat Provinsi Bengkulu. Beragam layanan perbankan telah kami hadirkan untuk melayani solusi transaksi keuangan dari seluruh lapisan masyarakat Provinsi Bengkulu, dan kami tidak pernah berhenti. Bank Bengkulu Prioritas hadir sebagai wujud apresiasi kami kepada nasabah Bank Bengkulu untuk selalu memberikan layanan prima dengan menjadikan Anda yang teristimewa. Dari Anda memulai hari, hingga Anda menutup hari mulai dari sektor infrastruktur hingga sektor unggulan prioritas daerah. Siapapun Anda, kami selalu siap mendukung bisnis Anda, memberikan layanan tanpa batas. Berlandaskan semangat spirit, yaitu service, excellence, professionalism, integrity, teamwork, dan inovatif, menjadi yang terbaik di rumah sendiri. Kami selalu berusaha dan berupaya untuk memberikan yang terbaik untuk seluruh stakeholder dan shareholder Bank Bengkulu.
Tangguh dan tunggu.
Atas pencapaian yang telah kami peroleh, kami tidak pernah melupakan tanggung jawab sosial kami kepada bangsa, khususnya Provinsi Bengkulu dengan aksi yang berkelanjutan demi kemajuan bersama. Dengan terus melakukan perkembangan inovasi yang berkesinambungan, kami hadirkan layanan digital untuk kemudahan Anda dalam bertransaksi. Menembus batas ruang dan waktu, semuanya didukung oleh teknologi terkini, kami kemas dalam bermacam-macam layanan terbaru. Kami terus berkomitmen untuk sebuah visi menjadikan bank yang berkinerja tinggi dan menciptakan nilai tambah bagi masyarakat. Dengan terus berinovasi, kita memberikan rasa aman dan nyaman, memperluas jaringan, menjaga integritas, dan memupuk rasa gotong royong. Kami, Bank Bengkulu, akan terus hadir dengan teknologi dan inovasi baru untuk memberikan layanan ekstra kepada para shareholders dan stakeholder. Bank Bengkulu, banknya masyarakat Bengkulu. Dengan semangat melangkah semakin maju, menangkan persaingan menjadi juara regional, kami bertekad menjadi mitra pemerintah daerah dalam mendukung roda perekonomian Provinsi Bengkulu secara keseluruhan. Karena untuk masyarakat Bengkulu, kami akan selalu ada, dimanapun dan kapanpun, memberikan pelayanan untuk membangun bersama Provinsi Bengkulu. Sebagai Bank Bengkulu yang tangguh dan tumbuh.
Half a century ago, Prince of Songkla University, or PSU, has been established as the first source of higher education in southern Thailand. Today, although there are hundreds of universities throughout Thailand, PSU is still one of the country's leading institutions of higher education. We use our research-based knowledge and experiences accumulated through the last 50 years to create practical innovations to improve the quality of life in our southern communities. With a broad vision, we pioneered several programs. With the continuous aim to make progress for Thai economics and society on the global stage. Having started with only 2 campuses and 3 faculties, we have at present 5 campuses situated at key locations of the southern region, covering every field of knowledge by 37 faculties, research centers, and various other academic agencies. We provide knowledge to students in 320 academic fields, corresponding to the needs of the region, country, and the global community. Our consistently high educational quality is maintained by continuously improving our educational programs to be up to date with the latest advances of international academia. Our learning resources not only provide academic content, but also enlighten students in terms of both mindset and experiences. While education quality is ensured by our highly qualified academics. Experienced instructors and professional educators of global renown. Our 5 campuses offer safe academic environments in peaceful, natural surroundings, containing a cohesive academic community that cultivates integrity and a keen sense of social awareness. We are united in embracing diversity, which serves as a foundation to our peaceful, multicultural society. Our educational programs have been developed together with accordance with research, utilizing resources, culture, wisdom, and economics surrounding our 5 campuses on the Thai Peninsula. This enabled us to become a leader in various types of academic fields, particularly those relevant to the fundamental potential of the South. Our constant determination to enhance the university's competence and mobilize Thai society resulted in PSU becoming a research university with new sources of knowledge. We apply our experiences, expertise, and resources to respond to the most pressing social and environmental issues of our time. We also learn how to apply traditional wisdom to preserve and maintain our cultural heritage. We create new economic opportunities based on the productivity profile of the region. We create mechanisms of propagating practical knowledge to entrepreneurs. We introduce modern innovations to assist in the creation of new alternative industries and services. We offer improved medical and public health services while constantly pushing the boundaries of medical science knowledge in order to develop our country to be the center of healthcare in ASEAN. We communicate our expertise to the outside world through several networks and means in order to disseminate knowledge, share ideas, and foster a lifelong learning behavior among people of all ages and occupations. PSU is more than just a university. We provide education to all levels, from preschool to PhD. In addition to benefiting all social sectors, PSU also produces alumni, widely successful in various professions. Besides teaching in classrooms, our instructors also reach out to communities and propagate practical knowledge to people of all ages and educational levels. In addition to working in laboratories, our researchers also work on palm plantations, rubber plants, fishing boats, in the mountains, under the sea, and in remote forest villages. Besides working on campus, our staff kindly helps people in need outside the university as well. The PSU community closely follows the resolution of His Royal Highness Prince Mahidol Adulyadej, the Prince Father. Let consideration of personal gain take second place to the overall benefits of mankind, good fortune, wealth, and prestige, and come naturally to those who are spiritually dedicated to their work. This resolution has been the guiding foundation of PSU people's ideals and practices for the last 50 years. In the next decade and beyond, the PSU community will continue carrying out these missions with the determination to make major progress. Continuously striving to find new sustainable methods to advance our society for the benefit of mankind.
Behind the green view of Sumatra land, extending from north to south, the coastline as far as the eyes can see, Bengkulu becomes a home for diverse ethnics and cultures, a home for various biomes, exotic rare flora. The diversity of Bengkulu makes it unique, cannot be found anywhere else. Starting from the establishment of Bengkulu province in 1968, it becomes an obligation to build a state higher education. With the passion that never dries out and with the struggle and support of every element, in 1982, it was founded the first state university in Bengkulu. University of Bengkulu, the biggest higher education institution in Bengkulu, has important roles to maintain and to develop all of existing potentials. From the land of Rafflesia, University of Bengkulu produced characterized human resources with initiated progress and competitive spirit. This great ideal of higher education is manifest by the scientific development based on the needs of time. Education facilities are established, ensuring the challenges of rapid development. The quality of educators are continuously being improved because the world must be conquered. Developing education and research is a big mission for us. Encouraging academic activities to produce work with copyright of intellectual property. service in accordance with the needs of local to international communities. And developing good university management system is an absolute thing for the vision of becoming world-class university. In this millennial era, we understand that education is not just a media to gain knowledge, but also as a container for the formation of human characters. Competitive human wishes to learn and to understand what the world wants. From the classrooms, we prepare the greatest generation. Golden generation with burning competitive spirit. From the classrooms, we develop knowledge to serve the nation and beloved Mother Nature.
high-impact modernization in the global environment of the 21st century. National development aspirations place a critical demand for balanced human capital that meet current needs. An advanced education system will ensure Malaysia continues to progress on a solid global economic foundation. The Malaysian government is profoundly aware of this, proactively creating 20 public institutions of higher education and almost 500 private institutions. University Malaysia Kelantan, UMK, is one of the public institutions tasked by the government to create world-class human capital for the country. A mandate to pioneer entrepreneurship education propels UMK forward. Its focus on entrepreneurship development sets UMK apart from other public universities. Strategically located in a state known for its entrepreneurial activities, UMK is confident its mission to create future generations of young entrepreneurs will be materialized. Academic excellence and high-performance corporate culture are the basis of UMK's local and global achievements. This principle is found in all initiatives throughout the university, producing graduates who are academically and personally outstanding, strengthen the national economy, and contribute to local and international communities. A comprehensive strategic plan lies at the heart of UMK's human capital development initiatives. The main focus are a complete infrastructure supporting the latest interactive education, effective teaching and learning in a balanced physical environment, relevant and updated education module, a strong entrepreneurial agenda running through a syllabus based on best practices, intertwined with practical collaborations with industry players, the development of mainstream human capital strengthened by command of a third language, target character profiles who have the ability to lead, seek, and create opportunities, the development of dynamic talent that is highly competitive in a global arena, and encouraging student activities that form leadership qualities that are sensitive to current situations and therefore always relevant. UMK continually strives to be an international standard public university. To achieve this, strategic collaborations have been created with various prestigious international institutions of higher learning, including Babson College and Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the US, the Business University of Lausanne, Switzerland, Coventry University in the United Kingdom, and others. UMK is also proud to be the sole representative for Malaysia in the Global Consortium for Entrepreneurship Education, GCEE, located at Babson College in the US. These strategic relationships and international benchmark serve as the catalyst for UMK to develop its entrepreneurship academic programs. A tradition of excellence immersed in almost 30 academic courses at 6 faculties spread throughout its campuses in Pengkalan Ceper, Bachok, Jeli, and Technology Park Bukit Jalil. Courses are supported by dedicated and high-caliber teaching academia, highly skilled and passionate in knowledge sharing. An international teaching staff is included to support UMK's objective of creating a progressive and international quality environment. By attracting the presence of international students
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let us pray and praise Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessing and mercy, we can be here together without any obstacle and with healthy condition. In the virtual version, the third Beehive International Social Innovation Conference 2020. Second is greeting and salawat to our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has brought us to the path of life. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our event today, we would like to express our sincere gratitude. The Honorable Director of University of Bengkulu, Professor Ridwan Nurazi, the Honorable Dean of Faculty Economics and Business, University of Bengkulu, Dr. Retno Agustina Eka Putri, the Honorable Director of Sanbeda University, Professor Aloysius Maranan, the Honorable Professor Nik Maheran binti Nik Muhammad as a speaker from University Malaysia Kelantan, the Honorable Dr. Wan Muhammad Nazrol as a Project Director BISIC from University Malaysia Kelantan, the Honorable Mrs. Nur Sahida Useng as a keynote speech from Prince of Songkla University, Thailand, the Honorable Vice President for Linkages and International Affairs, Sanbeda University, Professor Tita Branzuela, the Honorable Head of Committee Virtual the Third Beehive International Social Innovation Conference 2020 from University of Bengkulu, Mrs. Seprianti Eka Putri, the Honorable Faculty Member, Researcher, College from University of Bengkulu, University Malaysia Kelantan, President Sanbeda University, Prince of Songkla, Thailand, and all presenters and participants. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great honor for me, Rahmita Nisa, to be here and welcome each and every one of you in the conference. To open our conference for today, let's hear together the national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Attendees are welcome to stand up. Attendees are welcome to have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed the program today, the agenda for our conference today is as follows. First, opening. Second, readings of the rules and regulation. Third, reciting prayer. Fourth, photo session. Fifth, introducing the keynote speech. Sixth, discussion session. Seven, closing statement. Eight, closing ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third Beehive International Social Innovation Conference 2020. To begin the opening ceremony today, here is the report from the Chief of the Organizing Committee, to Mrs. Seprianti Eka Putri. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning. Let's open this international conference. Let's recite the Basmala. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much. Honorable Professor Dr. Ridwan Norazi, as Rector of Universitas Bengkulu. The Honorable Dr. Reno Agustina Eka Putri, as Dean Faculty Economic and Business Universitas Bengkulu. The Honorable Professor Reanulius Maranan, President Rector Sambeda University. It's with great honor that I want to introduce to you Prof. Dr. Nick Maheran, Director Global Entrepreneurship Research and Innovation, UMK. The Honorable Nur Saida Hussein, as keynote speaker from PSU Thailand. The Honorable Prof. Tita M. Brazuela, Vice President for Linkage and International Affairs, Sambeda University. The Honorable Dr. Wan Muhammad Nazrul, as Project Director, BISIC, University Malaysia Kelantan. And the Honorable all faculty member, lecturer, researcher from Universitas Bengkulu, University Malaysia Kelantan, Prince Songkla University, and Sambeda University. And the Honorable all participants to be attended this conference. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and colleagues. I'm pleased to welcome you to the virtual, the third Beehive International Social Innovation Conference that will be held today on October 3, 2020, and tomorrow for October 2020, with the term or the conference Social Innovation Toward Revolution Industry 5.0. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome one and all to participate in this significant and prestigious event. To our eminent speaker and delegate who have to come from all over the world, I bid you a very warm to welcome to BISIC International Conference. We are indeed honored to have you here with us. We have about some participants from different countries gathering here today, making our conference a truly international one. BISIC 2020 is an annual event for Beehive UMK. The series of conference has been conducted under the joint auspices of UMK, UNIP, and PSU. In the past conference, we explored the issue of social innovation, entrepreneurship, and local economy, while the overall topic is social enterprise. We have used different venues to conduct the conference. The first conference was organized by Kelantan and Terengganu, Malaysia, and it was an opportunity for us to discuss key points of research misconduct policy and two strategies also we sought to calculate responsible conduct in research and following the success inaugural conference. So we was agreed that we should meet again in the second conference, locally in Patani, Thailand. And now this year we have conduct the third Beehive International Innovation Conference at Bengkulu, Indonesia. But due to COVID-19, we have to adjust to normal. The new normal now require us to shift to virtual conference. And the social innovation challenge will be replaced by social innovation idea. Ladies and gentlemen, BISIC conference is a unique and unmissable opportunity to share and exchange with entrepreneurs from different specialties and advance your field. Its major contribution to develop on solicit of knowledge. Moreover, today We have a representative from research funding organization, university, as well as other researchers. I hope that today's conference platform for to the leader, academic and researcher to share their idea and view of common research integrated issue. The challenge of delegate and also in particular the head of institution. I think it's think more about the leadership challenge in response to research integrity and seek mind to inspire the new practicable standard in the field. Ladies and gentlemen, moreover, the number of papers that participate in the plenary session 1 and 2, 32 papers approximately, and the selected paper will have the opportunity to be accepted in proceeding and journal national accreditation, and also we have opportunities to be published in Scopus and Web of Science. So finally, I am head the community of virtual Beehive Social International Social Innovation Conference. I would like to thank all of you who have worked in the putting our extraordinary conference together. Thank you so much for everything, and I'm so sorry if I have many mistakes, and hope that the experience in this event will be engraved in your memory. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mrs. Seprianti Eka Putri. Next is opening remarks from the Dean of Faculty of Economics and Business, University of Bengkulu. To Dr. Retna Agustina Eka Putri, time is yours.
Thank you. Finally, it's already unmute, okay, so I can join with you all here. Good morning, distinguished guests, speaker, student, and participant. Welcome to the third BISIC 2020 virtual conference. I'm very pleased to see so many colleagues, professors, friends from Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and hopefully around the world on this third BISIC 2020 virtual conference. First, I would like to start by wishing you and your family for your health and safety in this difficult time. I will also express my gratitude to all those doctors, nurses, and all health workers who are working on the front line of this health crisis. COVID-19 is causing tragic loss of life. As of the 2nd October 2020, World Health Organization report that 34 million confirmed cases and more than 1 million confirmed deaths in 235 countries, areas, or territories with cases. Direct impact of pandemic COVID-19 not on health status only, but also nearly every aspect of life, from the personal life, such as how people live, how they interact, how they work, and how interact with one another, and how professional, such as how the company interact with their customer, how customer choose and decide what to purchase and how to purchase, and as a whole on how supply chain deliver them. I think the social innovation entrepreneurship in the era Industrial Revolution 5.0 which has been chosen as the main theme for the virtual international conference, with a focus on the latest research and trend, as well as the future outlook of the field of social innovation, entrepreneurship, which is very relevant with the current situation where the economic growth has been slowed down, or even several countries have realized on the close to the recession. Well, for officially, I would like to open the virtual third BISIC 2020 conference. Enjoy your participation in the third BISIC 2020 virtual conference, and have memorable time virtual conferencing. We hope that next year we will meet in better condition, meeting offline, of course. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you to Dr. Retno Agustina Eka Putri. Next agenda is reading of rules and regulation. Rules and regulation. First, enter the webinar via Zoom meeting link and kindly click on the Ask to Join or Join Now button. Second, while entering the Zoom Meet link on that, please keep your presentation and video off and audio in mute mode for smooth conducting of the meeting. Third, participants are requesting to join the virtual BISIC 3rd 2020 10 minutes before the commencement time. Fourth, participants are requesting to join live streaming on YouTube link. If you are unable to join through to Zoom Meet because as joining through Zoom Meet will be restricted to a maximum of participants. The next slide. Fifth, and the session of virtual BISIC 2020 feedback form will be given in the Zoom Meet and YouTube chat box. Submission of feedback form is compulsory for getting e-certificate. Participants joined through YouTube link have to ensure their presence by giving attendance in YouTube chat box. 6. A feedback form will be shared during the session to be filled by present participant. 7. Participant will be eligible to get the certificate only after filling that form for all plenary sessions. Please take a note. Feedback form will only be available during the session. It will be provided in the chat box. If you leave a session without a feedback, the certificate won't issue. 8. For participant must attend it during keynote speech for 2 days, and e-certificate will be generated within 1 week. For presenter, will get the e-certificate after 8 sessions of plenary session. 9. Q&A will be divided 2 types, raise hand and Google Form link. Our next schedule is reciting prayer. To Mr. Orize Hafiz Wahyudi, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, let us bow our head for a moment, pray to good Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, so that our international conference virtual can be precious to all of us. I will lead this prayer based on the teaching of Islam, and those who are not Muslim, you are blessed to pray according each other. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamdan yuafi ni'amahu wa yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karimi wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid din wa afiyatan fil jasad wa ziyadatan fil ilmi wa barakatan fil rizqi wa taubatan qabla al maut wa rahmatan indal maut. Allahumma hamil lana fi syakaratil maut wan najata minan nari wal afwa indal hisab. Allahumma fir lana wa li walidaina wa li muslimina wal muslimat wal mu'minina wal mu'minat al ahya'i minhum wal amwat innaka sami'un qaribun mujibu da'wa ya qadiyal hajat. Oh Allah, today, Saturday, October 4, 2020, in this virtual conference, we gather here to bring about an international conference on economic education, business, and accounting, the third Beehive International Social Innovation Conference, BISIC 2020. Make this international conference as useful science assembly as a medium of sharing useful idea, knowledge, and experience of scholars, researchers, and students of various disciplines. May the conference we organize today benefit to our life, broaden our knowledge, shine our idea, and let us to be successful, productive person, which in turn will boast dignity of our nation. O Allah, guide and bless our heart and our mind with light of your guidance. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activity. Help us to speak our mind clearly. Help us to listen to each other, respect each other, love each other, so that we are included to the blessed person. O Allah, protect us unintended temptation, show us the right path, and give us knowledge and strength to perform good things. Accurately, show us and make it clear the bad things and give us knowledge and strength to avoid them. O Allah, you are the one who can fulfill our dua. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhanaka rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin 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 ya rabbal alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mr. Orize Wahyudi. Next is photo sessions. To all participants, please turn on your video. To all participants, please turn on your video. Okay, thank you so much. Please turn on your video. Okay, please be prepared. I'm going to take a screenshot from slide 1. Okay, slide 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, please be prepared. Slide 2. Slide 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. Okay, please be prepared. Slide 3. Okay, slide 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much to all of the participants. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, next agenda will be led by our moderator. Let me introduce our moderator for today. Please welcome Dr. Wan Muhammad Nazrul bin Wan Muhammad Nasir. He has worked at Faculty of Entrepreneurship and Business University Malaysia, Kelantan since 2007. He graduated from Multimedia University with a bachelor degree of International Business in 2006. Then he obtained his master degree, Master of International Business at University of Sydney, Australia in 2008. Further, his PhD degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Entrepreneurship at Victoria University, Australia. Since then, Dr. Nazrul has actively participated in social innovation activities at UMK and around Southeast Asia countries like Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines. The platform of Beehive and Seed, which was established to support the virtue of social innovation and social entrepreneurship worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the keynote speech, discussion session, and closing statement will be led by Dr. Muhammad Nazrul. To Dr. Wan Muhammad Nazrul, you may take over from the Master of Ceremony.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. Can you hear me, everyone? Sure.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Prof. Welcome to the third Beehive International Social Innovation Conference, BISIC, co-joined between Universitas Bengkulu, Indonesia, and University Malaysia Kelantan, Malaysia, also with cooperation from Prince of Songkla University, Thailand, and San Beda University, Philippines. So welcome all. First of all, I would like to express my highest gratitude to Universitas Bengkulu, to the faculty, and as well as to Ibu Eka Putri for, work hard so far to conduct this program. It's running very smooth, and I think it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, to come to this stage. But everything seems to be conducted very well so far. Okay, this is the third BISIC, as been mentioned by Ibu Eka just now, and then supposedly we conducted BISIC this year physically at Universitas Bengkulu, and we do have two programs for BISIC normally. First, conferences, social innovation conferences, and second, for the social innovation workshop. But unfortunately, as been mentioned as well by the Dean, Dr. Retno just now, the pandemic, the world pandemic, COVID-19 has been affected everyone, and so it's affected us as well. So we need to adapt and change accordingly. Now, after 6 months of having these new norms, we expect the world would be better, but it seems like we are having the third wave globally, and I believe it is the same in Indonesia, in Malaysia, and as well as in Philippines. But I think it's a little bit controlled in Thailand. So, but anyway, we hope that things will be better again, and then things will be as normal as before. But life continues, and so with our conferences, the third BISIC conference. Okay, for today, we are glad that we are having two keynote speakers. First, from Professor Ridwan. How are you, Prof. Ridwan?
Very good, thank you.
Thank you, Prof. This is my first time to meet you actually, and I hope to able to meet you in person later on. I will recite a little bit of Prof. CV. Professor Dr. Ridwan Nurazi actually is currently director of University of Bengkulu. Prof. Ridwan graduated from Universitas Gadjah Mada for his degree, master from University of Illinois, United States of America, and obtained a PhD, philosophy doctor from Southern Cross University, Australia in 2003. So, well, as you know, Prof, I'm graduated my PhD from Australia as well. So, and it's not easy actually, Australian product, because they don't have the Viva actually, right? Okay, and prior holding the position of rector, Prof. Ridwan also used to be the dean for the Faculty of Economics and Resources, and also, for many years, yeah, Prof, and also being the vice rector for resources at UNIP. All right, that is the CV for Prof. Ridwan. And I think we can start with, the keynote speech from Prof. Please, the line is yours, Prof.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dr. Nazrul Wan Muhammad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning. Thank you for having me to this seminar. Yeah, I would like to say the Honorable Rector of Sanbeda, and I see Prof. Tita here, and I see as well Prof. Nick Maheran. I think she's still around, and Nur Hasida Useng from PSU, and all expected guests and distinguished participants, speakers, moderators, and organizing committee, Ibu Seprianti Eka Putri. Well done, good job. And my title, and I would like to share regarding innovation change in the age of disruption. I hope this title match with our conference today.
Yeah, it's very much suit with the conference today, Prof. Yeah.
Okay. Do you see my presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There are 5 mega trends that will transform our higher education sector. One is regarding democratization of knowledge and access, and also contestability of market and funding. This is regarding the competition, how to getting fund, global mobility and digital technologies, and integration with industry. Regarding democratization of knowledge and access, we know that the massive increase in the availability of knowledge online and the mass expansion of access to university education. We can find the courses and the content of university easily so far. And what should we do regarding this? And of course, our teaching methods have to change. Yeah, we can't rely on delivering content anymore. We have to teach our students regarding the context of the courses, and we have to teach them the ways of thinking, and also the involvement. It is very important in how we also have to regarding the involvement. We have to teach our student. If we teach our student as what we teach them like before, the involvement is very important, because if we teach them with the involvement, we hope that our student will understand the materials or the courses, the content of our course. If we teach like before, yeah, we can say that teach me, I will forget. If we teach them like before, they will forget. And if just show them, they may remember. But if we ask them to involve regarding our courses, we hope that they will understand. That's the teaching process we hope for that. So learning process as a non-stop activity, we ask them to learn how to know, and also we ask our students to know how to learn, both, yeah. And then the teaching process during this pandemic, and I guess we thank to our COVID-19, because almost all of our courses is online courses. So we use maybe we use WhatsApp, we use our email, and also Zoom meeting. So we have Zoomia now, yeah. And then also that's the courses we deliver from now to then. And also we have a lot of online seminars like we held today, yeah, and that's the number one of trend that will transform our education. Number two, we have to aware regarding contestability of market and funding. So the competition is not only in a business, yeah, and competition also have in education. For example, in having fund, or we have to compete to have fund from the government, and it's very hard now to have this kind of fund. We have to fulfill certain criteria to obtain a government fund. So, and we have to achieve, yeah, at least in Indonesia, we have 8 minimum requirements if we want to have more funds from government. And we also have a competition to have students as well. So a lot of competition regarding the having students, and also to have more funds from the government. That's our challenge. And then we have a lot of pressure, yeah, to have that kind of fund. That's the point I would like to share. Number three is for sure that we face now the global mobility. Yeah, the global mobility will intensify the competition as well, and also, but also create the opportunity from this global scale competitors or something like that. Of course, this is a problem for us to have a lot of things, to have a lot of students as well. And but this global mobility problems, we have to face it positive with positive thinking. Yeah, we have to improve all the time our competency, and then that's the way we have to do it. And but don't worry, yeah, we have to improve our competency to face the global mobility. And the fourth one is digital technology. As we know that nowadays we couldn't run from digital technology. We have to face it as well. And probably we call it massive open online courses. Like I said before, that we face a lot of problem with the university courses. Yeah, probably for tomorrow, our competitor is Mr. Google. Yeah, Mr. Google. I don't think Google is our competitor. We have make friends with Mr. Google. And then we, in the teaching process, we should deliver our courses or our material, what we call it, the blended learning. Yeah, blended learning. So we combine using technology and also the usual one. We have to deliver our courses. As I said, that we have a competitor in 10 years' time will be Google. Of course, he is still alive. And then to empower our competency, we have digital technologies, but we have to teach our students as well regarding the skills that machine do not have, or machine cannot deliver the the materials. What are they? One is regarding the curiosity. Yeah, skill machine cannot teach our regarding this one, regarding the curiosity, and also machine do not have how to teach the creativity. This is our responsibility to teach our students how to become more creative. For example, by observing, by questioning, by experimenting, and also associating. And we ask our students to have more initiative. For example, we have to have make friends, to have make networking and collaboration, and also synergy. And regarding multidisciplinary thinking, we also ask our students to be critical, and critical thinking is also very important. Then number 5 is regarding integration with the industry. Our ministry, Ministry of Education, asked us to integrate the university with the industry. We call it a triple helix, synergy among academician, business, and government. This is very important, and we also may call it a link and match program. The relation between higher education and industry will be deepened, and also as industry will be our key partner to develop our institution and our university. Our government, our ministry, also now propose the what we call it, how do you call it, independence program, or independence courses, or campus as an independent place to have education. And our ministry asked us to share that the 30 credit semester to internship program, to the material that students will gain the benefit from the 30 free credit semester. Our student can go to other university or go to the other study program to have that kind of courses that she or he like. And also research from integration with the industry also influence our research and innovation. This is research and innovation in University of Bengkulu. We have a lot of research regarding red chili, hybrid corn, soybean, orchid, animal feed, biodiesel, and micro hydro, pulp and paper, dryer, ginseng coffee, water purifier, and so on. This research, we can ask this result of our research to have a cooperation with the business. We can make this research to put this research and collaboration with the business. Of course, from this research, there is industrial scale, like biodiesel. We cannot have this research with a small scale, so this is industrial scale. but probably like soybean or red chili, maybe we can develop. This is only UNIP scale or University of Bengkulu scale, so we can we can have this research to develop using UNIP's fund or something like that. Yeah, and then of course all of this we need the feasibility study to develop this result from the research to make it in business. Yeah, to make it get into business. And this is also the community services that already made in University of Bengkulu. We also have like waste towel portable. We can improve this, and or we can also make this in a business. In coronavirus or COVID-19, we also produce soap and hand sanitizer with the natural ingredients. We also have this disinfection chamber and all of this, all of things as well. Yeah, and what next? Next, I think the information and technology empowerment, whatever we do, yeah, whatever the activities we have, whether it is teaching activities, research, and community service, information and technology is very important. We need this technology and to support as well to put this technology in business. Yeah, we ask our students to be aware of technology and also to push our students to become entrepreneurs. In Indonesia, entrepreneurs is still small, probably 1.2% or less. We need 2% entrepreneurs. So we ask our students to become entrepreneurs. As a comparison, Singapore already have 7.2% entrepreneurs. This is a lot. Malaysia, Thailand, and Philippines probably having about 4%. USA itself or America have 11%. Entrepreneurship is very important. We push our students to be entrepreneurs for the future. And technology is very important in this today's business. Yeah, as a startup, technology is very important, and a lot of technology like taxi, like Uber or like Gojek, they don't have vehicles. Yeah, and Alibaba, they are a retailer, but they don't have inventory. And Airbnb accommodation, they don't have real estate or something like that. So technology is very important in the future for our startup. I think that's sharing from me regarding our topic today, and I hope this match with the topic or match with our conference.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
That's right, Prof. Indeed, it is a very interesting presentation. And then I would like to say that you know, I'm personally from University of Malaysia Kelantan. We would love to hear more about the potential downstream. There is something that we can collaborate later on. And I think if you're talking about the ginseng coffee just now, maybe Dr. Nur Sahida as well, you know, interested because she's having her own cafe. You know, it's a very nice one actually. Yeah. Is that right, Dr. Nur Sahida?
Yeah, of course, we can cooperate to They're full of ginseng coffee.
All right. Okay. Well, without further ado, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Professor Dr. Nick Mahiran, Nick Mohammed, before we can have the discussions and we can conclude for today. All right. Okay, Prof. Nick. Professor Dr. Nick Mahiran is currently the Senior Director for University Malaysia Kelantan Entrepreneurship Institute. So all of those research that you mentioned just now is actually very much related to us. Well, Prof. Nick graduated with a Bachelor of Business Admin, Finance from University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, United States of America, MBA from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, UKM. MBA from UKM and DBA from University Science Malaysia, USM. Prof. Nick Mahiran has 12 years of industry experience and holds 8 important positions throughout her career at the industry and academics institution. Her contribution to the academic world and community were recognized locally and internationally. She also was awarded as Iconic Woman, Creativity, A Better World for All by Ladies League at Women Economic Forum in 2017. And also the United States government recognized her contribution and awarded her with Volunteer Leader IVLP, International Volunteer Leader IVLP for Volunteer Visitors Program, VOLVIS, in 2004. So without further ado, we will, Prof. Nick, the floors or the line is yours. Please welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Nazrul, as a moderator. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, BISIC 3, for inviting me as a keynote today. Let me share my screen. Okay. Today, I would like to share my presentation. Hopefully, it's related to the topics that we are discussing for this conference, which is entitled The Rise of Social Enterprise, a New Paradigm Shift to a Business. So I hope everyone can see my slides and listen to my presentation.
Sure.
Oh, all right, okay, it's good, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So as we all know, nowadays we are talking about social entrepreneurship, which is come from social innovation, of course, and that will lead into social enterprise. The question is, why social enterprise? Why, since 2013, seems like social enterprise has become a small but integral part of the world's economy. Meaning that social enterprise is nowadays becoming a very in trend, for many businesses. And its influence and impacts has grown from year to year. So since 2013, people are start talking about having social business, having social enterprise, where profit is no longer the main goals of an institution or of a business. This is due to the fact that factors that shapes the development of SE is due to current economic conditions. Nowadays, there's a lot of problems that need to be solved. And of course, looking at profit alone is not enough to help the nation. So economic conditions and environment, as well as the new life or the new norms has shaped the development of SE. And it's also associated with social and environmental challenges. So people are now looking at something more beneficial to themselves. Food needs to be nutritious, environment needs to be green. So social and environmental challenge has also become one of the factors that shape the development of SE. And you can see also in Malaysia especially, of course in Indonesia as well, the government policies have changed whereby quite a lot of tax incentive given to the business who are involved in CSR once upon a time. But now those who are having social impact or impact investing will also given tax deduction by the government of many countries. At the same time, the digitalization, the technology, and the current investment that will look by the netizens is also one of the reasons that SE has been mushrooming. And finally, those who are involved in impact investing, those who are involved in social impact has gained organizational reputation. So due to organizational reputation, now many businesses have switched from the traditional business into social enterprise. At the same time, now the world has been talking about SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. So social enterprise is actually achieving almost all the SDGs goals. Of course, in terms of elevating poverty, as well as good health and well-being. And most of the social enterprise also focusing on education, sustainability, cities as well. And of course, social enterprise has to have collaboration. So partnership for the goals is one of the elements. So SDG 17, SDGs from 1 to 17 is actually fulfill the social enterprise goals and the reason behind its development. Okay, a little bit about definition of social enterprise. Social enterprise means going beyond a focus of revenue and profit, which means it is not about profit, it is not about shareholders' wealth. It's about how we change the ecosystem, how we solve the community problem, and how is actually the relationship between the business people and the community were linked. So if you look at on the social enterprise generally, it encompasses, of course, first of all, is community engagement, or is actually related to the needs of the community. What's the community problems need to be solved? And what are the opportunity that we can gain from the community? That is social enterprise. And the market is wider, which means it is not just local market, it can also go beyond because social enterprise is about collaboration, it's about relationship. And of course, every social enterprise must have a mission. You must have a purpose. We must have a reason behind. We must have a passion towards why this business is actually important to help the community. And definitely social enterprise always have to relate with innovation, new things, new thinking, and so on. But it is not necessarily that social enterprise is just a charity. It has to have financial sustainability. So that's where profit is also important, but it's not the main element as the main goal of a business. So therefore, if you look at on social enterprise is in between traditional charity and traditional business. So social enterprise is about impact investing, which is achieve measurable social impact alongside financial returns. As compared to traditional business, its main focus is only on financial value. And traditional charity is just a social value. So if we combine between these two, this where social enterprise is actually also having social value as well as financial value, but impact to the community. So it is about, of course, non-profit and profit organization. Okay, so the difference between the three is that social enterprise is combination of business and social goals, but with emphasis in the latter, which is more emphasis on social rather than business. And profit is reinvested in community or company. Or else, if we look at on traditional business, which is for-profit company, profit maximizing is their main goal. But CSR and social impact is considered an add-on to the core business agenda. So CSR is just part of gaining company reputation rather than the main goal of a business. On the other hand, if you look at on charity, it's mainly non-profit, not generating revenue or profit. So that's why people are always confused about social entrepreneurship, about social innovation and social enterprise. It is not just about charity or NGOs or social work, but it's also having financial sustainability. So the combination of both is what it calls social enterprise. All right, now it's 2020. So we can see there's a lot of improvement, or there's a lot of social enterprise in the world. Malaysia alone, we have about 136 social enterprise, which is considered as financial sustainability businesses, but only 13 has been accredited by MAGIC, or by Ministry of Entrepreneurship Development of Malaysia, meaning that there's more than hundreds that's not yet been accredited. So if they get the accreditation, they can get the tax exemption and a lot more benefits from the government. So if we look at on social enterprise sectors by 2020, there will be a growing category of social enterprise that are geared to maximize social impact while also delivering a financial return. So you look at on the spectrum of social enterprise, which is moving from silos, sector silos. That means you are only doing one particular business without having to look at the impact or the needs of the society. So in 2020, the silo sectors has been moving to the spectrum of social impact. And social finance will become mainstream rather than a profit, financial profit, they call it. So when they talk about their main goal is no longer profit maximization or shareholder maximization, but now it's about social financial maximization. So they have been moving towards that. Innovative social enterprise delivering high levels of social value is now in thing. People are talking about innovation. So just now, Pak Ridwan has been talking about there are a lot of innovation from the university that can turn into business or product commercialization later on through helping the rural people, helping the communities and so on. So these are the things that maybe change from 2020 onwards. Innovative social enterprise delivering high levels of social values. And of course, currently complex network will transform social enterprise. Globalization is actually much easier now when we have Zoom, when we have a lot of platform like this. So having social enterprise creating more networking, right? So the networking has actually one way of developing social enterprise. So here it's actually, I get from the British Council research, they look at on what social enterprise look like in 2020. Of course, they've seen that there's a lot more connection, okay? There's a lot of connection and looking at more on social impact. And there will be, of course, leadership has changed. People are thinking differently. People are no longer thinking in silos. And of course, the investment is also focusing on different approach, growth, definition. And of course, there are a lot of uncertainties. Still, of course, in entrepreneurship, there's nothing certain. So social enterprise also having a lot of uncertainties, especially when it leads with innovation. Because innovation sometimes will be, accepted, and of course, sometimes not being accepted. Okay, so this is the quadrant. Okay, this is a little bit academics. Of course, for those students or lecturers who are interested to go further research on social enterprise. So this is the quadrants that has been defined social enterprise. So social enterprise is actually where level of collaboration and internal agility is higher, as well as level of external focus. So having social enterprise, of course, you have to make sure that it's being accepted by the society. And of course, it has to relate to the perspective of the clients, of the collaborators, as well as societies that can accept the products that you are producing. As compared to traditional organization, is very silo, whereby level of collaboration and internal agility is low, as well as level of external focus. So this is what they call it, the challenge of social enterprise. Okay, so if we look at on what are the attributes of social enterprise, meaning that if we aim to open a social enterprise businesses, these are the things, or these are the attributes that needs to be thinking, that needs to be taught. Yeah. So the social enterprise at work embodies a new set of attributes. So you must have a purpose. But of course, first of all, you need to link between technology and humanity. So we are talking about fourth IR, which is very much about technology. But without human, technology won't work. Right? So for social enterprise, humanity is much more important than technology. Technology is just an enabler. All right. So when we have IoT, when we have big data, we have artificial intelligence, it's all about technology. But of course, humanity is actually to born this technology. So when you want to do social enterprise, first of all, you must know your purpose. What is your purpose? The passion as well as the motivation for you to do these businesses need to come with a purpose. So an organization that doesn't just talk about purpose, but embed meaning into every aspect of work every day. Meaning, beside purpose, you must have the reason behind it, the meaning of your business. Is it to help the environment? Is it to help the marginalized group? Or is it actually to give a good nutrition food to people so that they keep themselves healthy? So purpose means you have an individuality, passion, and meaning, and you need to also have sense of belonging of what you are doing. Second, you need to have potential. So it's like a normal business. You have a purpose, but what is this purpose? Have the benefits to the potential or to the customer or to the client that you are providing. So when we are talking about potential, it is about design and organized to maximize what humans are capable of thinking, creating, and doing in a world of machines. So besides this potential, in terms of your market orientation or your market segmentation, but also potential in terms of the technology that you've got to boost whatever you are doing, especially business that relates to helping others or giving a better world or better, better things for the world, right? So therefore, it's about innovation, reinvention, or come up with something which is never been thought before. And of course, when we are talking about technology, digital is all about security as well. Lastly, the attributes of social enterprise is perspective. An organization that encourage and embrace a future orientation, asking not just how to optimize for today, but how to create value tomorrow. So do you have sustainability? So perspective is about what perspective is actually this business will go. We are not just talking about 2 days business. We are talking about helping the nation. So the perspective is about sustainability, kelestarian of the social enterprise that we are developing. Of course, it's uncertain, but definitely you must have something that you know it has perspective. And in social enterprise, you have to be brave and bold. So these are all the attributes of social enterprise, of entrepreneur. Social entrepreneurs who wants to establish social enterprise. Okay. All right. So this is just general information about types of social enterprise. Of course, you can have external social enterprise, which is you have separated between your business and social programs. Or you can have a social enterprise that integrate, okay, which means that your business is also partly a social enterprise element. Meaning that, for example, you have a restaurant, but yes, your restaurant is hiring special people, hiring maybe deaf communities. So you are running a business, but you are helping this marginalized group to be employed. So this is also part and parcel of social enterprise. So they call it integrated social enterprise. Or you can have embedded social enterprise, which means your business is already meant for the community. In Malaysia, there is one business. Um, this business is actually to help orang asal, these aborigines, because when they on menses, they just use leaf. They just use, sometimes they just use nothing to, you know, um, to control their menses. So these groups is actually produce one a product. They are able to help these aborigines when they are having menses. They call it disposable pads, which is coming from a very, it's coming from a recycled product or recycled clothes. Yeah. So that is an example. So if you look at on social enterprise sectors, this is actually, I got it from this is generalized for the whole world, not only Malaysia. You look at on the sectors of skill development, creating the highest percentage of social enterprise. Skill development, say for example that you are helping rural people, and giving them knowledge on how to fit a cars. Okay, so the business is about mechanics, being a mechanics and fix a cars, but the social part is actually you are helping, dropouts students or those from the rural areas, to giving them, like helping them a new life. So 30% is education, 17% is non-farm livelihood, 16% is food and nutrition, tourism, and actually there's a lot more. There's a lot of sectors in social enterprise that you can think of. As long as it's innovation, as long as it help the community, as long as you solve a problem of a nation, or even you solve a problem of yourself. So you can categorize your business as social enterprise. So we have done a little bit of research looking at acceptance of social enterprise in Malaysia. Yeah. So this is just a few things that I would like to share. So if you look at on whether, hold on. Okay, whether social enterprise make profit or not, the answer is yes. So about 100 respondents answers that they have made profit. So 37% of them says that they make profit from their businesses. But some of them says they are just break even, but 32%. But many of them still says they are not doing it for profit, but they are doing it for social impact. So 31% says no, they haven't made any profit yet. Yeah. Okay, but if we look at on areas of social impact, most of the areas for social enterprise looking at community development, followed by environment, sustainability, and energy. And then the third one is economic access to poverty alleviation, youth development, disabilities, arts, media and culture, health. And these are actually the areas of social enterprise in Malaysia that we have seen many of them involved in. Yeah. So most of them is developing the community, doing like NGOs kind of thing. So still, the charity is actually supersede the financial part yet at the moment. But there are also challenges faced most frequently by social entrepreneurs. People are still not able to accept social enterprise because businesses seems feel that, oh, we want to do business, but we want to have profit. If we do social business or social enterprise, then how are we going to live? Because they lack of understanding by the public, especially our students, you know, like in UMK, especially me and Dr. Nazrul, as well as Dr. Nick Zulkarnain are having a project we call a social enterprise project. Still, for us to convince our lecturers that we are supposed to encourage our students to do social entrepreneurship, they are still don't understand, and they don't feel like it's beneficial, you know, for the students to involve in social enterprise. So that the study is also found the same. Lack of understanding by the public, lack of funding and financial support. Still, we realize that, you know, government, especially in Malaysia, um, have no grant given to social enterprise or even loan by government agencies or bank is very limited. In fact, none at all for social enterprise. Yeah, lack of business acumen to run the enterprise in a viable and sustainable manner. So many still don't understand um, how to sustain social enterprise business. So that's why many of them will not willing to join or will not willing to embark into social enterprise. Lack of access to quality talent and manpower. So that's why at University Malaysia Kelantan, we are trying to develop our lecturers to become a certified social entrepreneur coach so that we can have qualified talent and manpower to help the students as well as the community to, you know, involve in social entrepreneurship. And of course, personal challenge, a lack of supportive platform by authorities and intermediaries, personal challenge, specific sectors challenges related to beneficiaries, product or service provided, and of course, we don't have, lastly, impact of measurement. Lack of know-how and impact measurement is still lacking. So we are still, you know, when I am one of the task force to accredited social enterprise, it's still difficult for us to identify who is actually should be accredited and who should not, because we don't have a special measurement for that. So this is a challenge faced most frequently by social entrepreneurs. Okay, this is actually the research, the findings that we found among Beehive participants. Since we are having this program in 2013, we have measured the ability to go for social enterprise, and we realized that there are 4 factors that contribute to social innovation behaviors among our students. One is, of course, knowledge. Second is motivation. Third is their own personality. And fourth is their thinking style. So we realized that without knowledge, they may not be able to understand social enterprise and social innovation. But when we test on what are the most influential factors that contribute to their behavior towards social innovation and social enterprise, we realize it is about motivation. So at the end of the day, our students need to be motivated. And motivation comes with letting them know what are the purpose of them doing business. And the second, of course, followed by their own personality. So we realized that students with extroversion personality has more capabilities of going into social business. Because why? They are not shy of going out and share whatever they are doing with the community and with with the people around them. Okay, and of course, knowledge factors is the third factors, and thinking style is the last. But even it is still important. But of course, the way you think, sometimes crazy people will make more innovative products as compared to a normal people like us. So I think that is from our research findings. So these are among the examples of social enterprise in Malaysia. And of course, social enterprise begin with Muhammad Yunus' ideas of social, or they call it microcredits. And then they established Grameen Bank to help the poor. And in Malaysia, we also have the similar platform. We have Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia, we have Tekun, and so on. So that are all related to social enterprise as well. And we have another quite popular social enterprise called Teach for Malaysia and the Hotspot series. So this is among the social enterprise that we have in Malaysia. And these are all being accredited. And we have 13 more of them. So probably if anybody wants to ask for more, you can contact me and we can share more ideas and more examples from Malaysia. Okay, for a conclusion, social enterprise or social entrepreneurship is a solution to a social, economic, or environmental problem with a sustainable operating model. So your purpose, your perspective, your potential has to come up with the model of your business. So therefore, if you look at this is what Schwab Foundation for Social Enterprise quote, is that social entrepreneurs drive social innovation and transformation in various fields, including education, health, environment, and enterprise development. And a social entrepreneur, similar to a business entrepreneur, builds strong and sustainable organization. Okay, so with that, thank you very much. So if anybody wants to know more about it, you can email me at my email there, and that's my phone number. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Prof. Nick Maheran, on another interesting presentations. So, well, at first, I think we need to conclude that social enterprise is very much important, for the development of the country, to help, the community as well, and to shape for a better future. All right, so now is the session, is the discussion session. Well, if anybody would like to raise anything, you can chat. I mean, write into the chat group here. But first of all, I would like to ask Pak Ridwan on your presentation just now. Okay, I'm very much interested to know that you mentioned just now that there are certain things machine cannot taught actually, even though we are at the era of 4.0, and in fact in Japan they already moved to IR 5.0. Okay, you need to search for that, but we are still in the era of IR 4.0. But would you like to, explain more on the skills that machine cannot taught, or machine that don't have, like curiosity, the creativity? That is something very much related to social enterprise actually, and we can tie it up with the presentation of Professor Dr. Nick Maheran just now, that mentioned even though that social enterprise, even though that technology is very important, but it's just an enabler actually. Okay, we the drive for the technology. Yes, please, Pak Ridwan.
Okay, wait. Yes.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. This is 5 skills that machines don't have. So we have to improve our student competency to this one. And probably this may help what the social entrepreneurship have to put in. Yeah. One is regarding the curiosity. So we ask our students to know and to think deeply and to express their conditions and this is the curiosity, and then they would like to know regarding the business, and we have to ask them to know well about their own business and how to improve their business, and we try to ask them to be more creative. How to be a creative person by observing the business that's already would say that business that sedang seronok so far, yeah, and then questioning, and then try to have more experimenting and associating. That's why the creativity can be developed, and also the initiative.
If I can interrupt, is there any fund from the Indonesian government to support the social enterprises or social innovation at the universities, at the local, at the public universities in Indonesia?
Oh yes, we have courses in entrepreneurship as we call it mandatory courses in our university, and also in our students. Our government also have some fund to ask our student to be startup or something like that, and if they can make a proposal, a good proposal, and our government will give them some fund to be a startup.
Startup company.
And, yeah, of course, our government give them a program regarding the fund to support our students.
Right. So, Prof. Nick, is there anything that we can jive with what we have in Malaysia? Actually, did our government as well, support social enterprises or giving funds like may be mentioned by Pak Ridwan at Bengkulu?
Yeah. For Malaysia, we have MAGIC. We have Malaysian Global Innovation MAGIC, Malaysian Global Innovation Council or something like that.
Yeah.
Or center, I think. There's a lot of incentive given, especially to the young one, to come up with innovation per se, but social innovation in particular. But they are actually giving in terms of training, in terms of, if you are winning a champion in pitching, then you can get sort of like grant, from MAGIC. But at the same time, in Malaysia, we also have agency inovasi, AIM, Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia, which is focusing on giving microcredits to women. So as for that, it may only focus for Malaysian, but for MAGIC, there's a lot of collaboration that we can do throughout the world, because MAGIC was upon a time established by Obama. When he came to Malaysia, he established, he gave a little bit of funding to MAGIC, as well as Beehive is also part of MAGIC establishment. So the reason behind it is actually to collaborate, having more regional and international partners. So I think under Beehive as well, we can also gain grants from Magic as well as US Embassy to work together. If let's say we have some sort of like ideas on social enterprise, maybe, you know, expertise in Bengkulu can be shared, and we use our expertise in Malaysia, and we can combine and work a projects together. But this project has to lead into developing entrepreneurs among youth. So that's the idea.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting, Prof. And some more during this era, the pandemic of COVID-19, I think we cannot just rely to the government to save us or to provide aids for us. Actually, we ourselves need to have our own community. Like what happened to UNIP, Universitas Bengkulu, Pak Ridwan mentioned that they make their own sanitizer and the PRP products. Yeah, Prof?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the same what we did in UMK as well. We do have our own hand sanitizer, and we make our own PRP to supply to the frontliners. And there's a lot of community involvement in that. And if we would like to rely to the government alone, yes, of course we can, but they cannot, I mean, support millions at the same time. So we ourselves need to work together. And so that's why social enterprise is very much important in time like this, actually. I mean, to be together, work hand in hand, and to help those in need. All right, is there any question from from the floor? Yes, I do have something from Prof. Tita Branzuela. Prof. Tita is from
Beda?
Yeah, from San Beda University. Prof, anything would you like to mention? Thank you so much, Prof, for joining us today.
Prof. Tita, long time no see. Can I see your face now? You're getting younger or getting older? Prof. Tita, where are you?
Yeah,
she's
yeah, you're getting younger.
Anything, Prof. Tita? Any comments from you, Prof?
I think Prof. Tita's been mute.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody has to be unmuted.
So, thank you so much for the excellent presentations, Prof. Ridwan and Prof. Nick. Very enlightening, especially for us who have not yet been with the BISIC network. In particular, Prof. Nick, I'm quite concerned and interested with your mentioning about certified social enterprise coach. That is something very, very interesting and somewhat possible thing that we can do together as universities. Can you expound a bit on this? Is it a certification by the government, or is it a project of UMK and possibly with UNIB later on?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Certified entrepreneur coach is actually being awarded to lecturers at UMK by Babson College and WOW Labs.
Okay.
Okay, so the modules that we are using is based on Babson College modules as well as WOW Labs in combination with us at UMK as well. So as for now, we are trying to get endorsement from Magic. Magic is our government bodies in Malaysia that is focusing on social innovation and social enterprise. But we haven't had that opportunity yet. And as for now, our certified social entrepreneur coach is only meant for our locals university. Probably after we got endorsement from Magic, we can have that under the Beehive consortium. But Dr. Tita, as for now, is only meant for Malaysian lecturers as well as communities. and it has been endorsed by University of Malaysia Kelantan, WildLab, and Babson only. But at the moment, me, Dr. Wan Nazrul, and Dr. Nick Zulkarnain was having a grant amounting of 100,000 from Ministry of Education. So we are actually trying to coach as many certified social entrepreneurs possible, and probably we can, move outside Malaysia maybe next year or something. So yeah, we can have that. I don't think it's any problem at all, but it will be much more meaningful if we can have endorsement from the Malaysian government, which is magic. So once we got that, yeah, we will get back to you as well as Bengkulu to work together on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, thank you. Actually, you can more or less initiate that as a very impressive project for our universities in Asia. Perhaps you can come up with and collaborate more with the Dobson College. And with that such activity that you're having, I'm sure the Malaysian government will give you full support. So you can share it to Asia.
Yeah, okay.
And to start off, PSU and Bengkulu and San Beda.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah,
good
thank
idea.
you.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, Prof. Ridwan, isn't it?
Yes, that's a good idea. We have worked together with the certification. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably this certification become a go international from Malaysia to the world.
From Malaysia, Malaysia to the world. Yeah.
Maybe I would like to hear from PSU, Dr. Nur Sahida. Would you give some comments actually? And I'm sure that you are very much involved in business as well, so helping a lot of the community, the surrounding community. And would you give some comments, Dr. Nur Sahida?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I was trying to speak just now, but it was muted. But okay, now the host allowing me to speak already. Yeah, so thank you both of you, Prof. Ridwan and Prof. Nick Maharan, for the insightful presentation. Yeah, somehow even though the education and the enterprise somehow is related, because from Prof. Ridwan that somehow we need to create more students who can be more enterprise. And then, yeah, the social enterprise somehow will help the social and the country later on. And then PSU is somehow PSU is more social engagement, yet to move to the social enterprise, but we are doing more on that. Yeah.
Right. We start small, but we aim for a bigger steps later on.
Sure.
Okay. Anyone else? Maybe from Bengkulu? I think I would like to ask Ibu Praningrum. I've met her last year actually. She's a very lovely person. Bu Ning, would you say something?
Thank you, Mr. Nazrul. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam, Bu Ning. Where are you?
Assalamualaikum, Prof. Nick. How are you today?
Yeah, miss you so much.
Wow, you look beautiful.
But I can't see you. Where are you? You don't.
I'm planning room. You see.
Okay. Wow.
Planning room.
All right. Okay. Maybe from Malaysia. Bu, would you like to say something, Bu Ning?
Okay, Mr. Najul, what do you want? I want to say for Mr. Ridwan or Prof. Nick. I said that Mr. Ridwan is very gorgeous and Prof. Nick is very beautiful. And you know, with different, Mr. Najor with different look good.
Yeah, Bu Ning, you have to come to Malaysia again when
Oh
the
yeah, I love it. I'm very is COVID-19 is maybe later, okay?
All right, all right.
We should sing and dance again.
Yeah.
Bu Ning, you are a lecturer in entrepreneurship courses.
Yeah,
I would say something about social entrepreneurship.
Yeah, it's about I think it's good. Well, but in Indonesia, I don't think so about social entrepreneurs. We have three dharma perguruan tinggi. I don't know in English, but we have three visi in education. The first is teaching. The second is pengabdian.
Research.
Apa Pak pengabdian?
Research and community service.
Yes, community service.
Right.
We, as a teacher, we have a duty for the community service. I think, is a social entrepreneurship. We must go to the village. We must go to the
community.
Yeah, to community to maybe the terdepan, terluar, terbelakang. We have what
remote area.
Yeah. Pak Ridwan, actually that's what we plan with Universitas Bengkulu this year. Actually, we would love to go to to Bengkulu and then serve the community over there. We already identified a few groups of community around Bengkulu, but who knows that COVID-19 happened. So
yes.
Everything's changed. Yeah.
We are waiting. We have a lot of lecturers who are teach entrepreneurship program or courses in University of Bengkulu.
Right.
We have Bu Praningrum. We have also Henry Bustaman. We have some others lecturer that's very interested in developing entrepreneurship courses and program, and of course to the social entrepreneurship.
Right.
We are waiting for that.
That's great. We need your support, Pak Ridwan. Yeah, we really need your support. And since UMK, University Malaysia Kelantan, and Universitas Bengkulu have a long history of relationship, I think we should maintain that, and we should conduct more on social enterprise program after this. But I would love to hear someone from University Malaysia Kelantan that are very much related to social innovation. Miss Aisha, are you there, Miss Aisha? Miss Aisha is actually conducting social innovation idea that will be held on 15. Would you comment or mention something, Miss Aisha?
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. So currently we are organizing a social innovation competition, and the deadline has been extended until 10th of October. So if any of the participants want to submit their social business ideas and innovation, you may submit to the organizer. Thank you.
Any comments for the conference, Ms. Aisha? How about Dr. Nick, Associate Professor Dr. Nick Zulkarnain, who very much active in social innovations at UMK? I think it's been mute.
I see Dr. Henry Bustaman. He is also very interested in entrepreneurship.
would you like to say something? I'm sorry, Nazro.
Yeah, sure,
probably
sure.
Mr. Henry Bustaman as well would like to say something.
All right, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I introduce myself, Mr. Henry Bustamam. My expertise in agriculture, but I always develop the entrepreneurship, basic on knowledge, knowledge like in agriculture, animal husbandry, agro industry, and another topic, So I'm very interested, to collaborate with you,
sure.
And with other university in the world,
Right,
to
right.
develop the entrepreneurship,
Yeah, sure.
I can share my knowledge, how to produce the new product from bacteria, from mushroom, from insect, to be the commercial product.
Right. Prof. Nick Mahiran, I think that's quite very much related to what we have here. I mean, what we have at UMK as well. The agriculture product, maybe we can, align with Dr. Henry Bustaman because...
Yes, I will, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we are also working on agriculture product that can be commercialized.
Yes.
So we have vinegar from rambutans and dokong. We have a lot of things. So probably there will be more from your side.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I agree. I feel so disappointed also, and agree with Dr. Nazro that we are supposed to be in Bengkulu this year to see what is actually being achieved at the University of Bengkulu, so that we can, share also what we have and bring back what we don't have. But maybe next year, yeah, Pak Radwan?
Okay.
Yes,
Pak Bustaman?
Yes,
Yeah.
next year.
Next year.
Okay, we are waiting.
All right. Okay. So one last person just now from Associate Professor Dr. Nick Zulkarnain. I think he would like to say something. Dr. Nick? Can give the way to Dr. Nick, the Secretariat. All right, Dr. Nick, please.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nas. Maybe from now onwards, we have to think about how we can utilize the social innovation into our business, so that we can try to think more creative, and then we should think new ideas so that we can utilize all the resources that we have towards the social innovation ideas. And then maybe we can collaborate among all these three countries, and then we can try to think for the Asian, to boost up this social innovation ideas. Treat all this social innovation is an unusual thing, so that we can have collaboration together in the future.
Yeah.
So I think that's all from me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Nick. And with that, I think I would love to give some conclusion remarks before we're having the closing ceremony. I think social innovation or social enterprise is very much important. As I mentioned just now, we cannot rely on the government alone, but we need, among ourselves, come together. And in time like this, it's very much more important, actually. And the effect is great as well, not just for the community, but for ourselves, actually. And that's what our religion taught us as well. It's not about money, it's about helping each other and gain something, the satisfaction from that. All right. So with that, we finish the session for today, and I'll hand in to the Secretariat at Universitas Bengkulu. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you to both of the keynote speech, and thank you to Dr. Wan Muhammad Nazra.
Thank you, Ramita.
Yeah, our next agenda is giving an e-certificate. Giving an e-certificate from University of Bengkulu to a keynote speech, Professor Ridwan Nurazi. Next is giving an e-certificate from University of Bengkulu to a keynote speech, Professor Nick Maheran.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you so much to all of the participants too. Please your attention to the paper participants. Please be prepared and log in on Zoom room for paper presentation. And to all participants, to get the certificate, you must join tomorrow's event. The link certificate will be given tomorrow via Zoom chat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for your attention. My name is Rahmita Nisa. I'm sorry if I have any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam, and thank you again. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
So you need to join at 11 o'clock. I will tell the room.
Yeah, please
Room
join
one.
again at 11 o'clock. We do have 4 rooms altogether.
Yes, 4 room.
Yeah, four rooms for plenary session. I'll be the chairman for room 1. Room number 2, Ibu Seprianti Eka Putri. And for room 3, Mr. Banto, Dr. Banto at room 3, and Dr. Henry Bustaman at room 4. And all starts sharp at 11 Bengkulu time. Okay, see you again.
Yes, see you again.
In a short while. Okay,
Thank
bye.
See you,
you.
everybody. Prof. Nick,
Thank you very
Prof.
much.
Tita,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you.
See
Thank you,
you.
Pak Ridwan.
See you in
Thank you.
Bengkulu. Okay.
Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah, see you in Bengkulu.
Ini dari mana Ibu ini? Nggak tahu. Ini nggak diundang yang lain ya? Jadi ini ke apa?
Bank Pembangunan Daerah memulai usahanya sebagai lembaga keuangan bank sejak tanggal 7 April 1971 dan diresmikan pada tanggal 13 April 1971. Komitmen kami terus memberikan yang terbaik. Dari Anda memulai hari, hingga Anda menutup hari mulai dari sektor infrastruktur hingga sektor unggulan prioritas daerah. Bank Pembangunan Daerah memulai usahanya sebagai lembaga keuangan bank sejak tanggal 7 April 1971 dan diresmikan pada tanggal 13 April 1971. Komitmen kami terus memberikan yang terbaik, menghadirkan kesejahteraan bagi nasabah dan masyarakat Provinsi Bengkulu. Beragam layanan perbankan telah kami hadirkan untuk melayani solusi transaksi keuangan dari seluruh lapisan masyarakat Provinsi Bengkulu, dan kami tidak pernah berhenti. Bank Bengkulu Prioritas hadir sebagai wujud apresiasi kami kepada nasabah Bank Bengkulu untuk selalu memberikan layanan prima dengan menjadikan Anda yang teristimewa. Dari Anda memulai hari, hingga Anda menutup hari mulai dari sektor infrastruktur hingga sektor unggulan prioritas daerah. Siapapun Anda, kami selalu siap mendukung bisnis Anda, memberikan layanan tanpa batas. Dengan berlandaskan semangat spirit, yaitu service, excellence, professionalism, integrity, teamwork, dan inovatif, menjadi yang terbaik di rumah sendiri. Kami selalu berusaha dan berupaya untuk memberikan yang terbaik untuk seluruh stakeholder dan shareholder Bank Bengkulu.
Tangguh dan tunggu.
Atas pencapaian yang telah kami peroleh, kami tidak pernah melupakan tanggung jawab sosial kami kepada bangsa, khususnya Provinsi Bengkulu dengan aksi yang berkelanjutan demi kemajuan bersama. Dengan terus melakukan perkembangan inovasi yang berkesinambungan, kami hadirkan layanan digital untuk kemudahan Anda dalam bertransaksi. Menembus batas ruang dan waktu, semuanya didukung oleh teknologi terkini, kami kemas dalam bermacam-macam layanan terbaru. Kami terus berkomitmen untuk sebuah visi menjadikan bank yang berkinerja tinggi dan menciptakan nilai tambah bagi masyarakat. Dengan terus berinovasi, kita memberikan rasa aman dan nyaman, memperluas jaringan, menjaga integritas, dan memupuk rasa gotong royong. Kami, Bank Bengkulu, akan terus hadir dengan teknologi dan inovasi baru untuk memberikan layanan ekstra kepada para shareholders dan stakeholder. Bank Bengkulu, banknya masyarakat Bengkulu. Dengan semangat melangkah semakin maju, menangkan persaingan menjadi juara regional, kami bertekad menjadi mitra pemerintah daerah dalam mendukung roda perekonomian Provinsi Bengkulu secara keseluruhan. Karena untuk masyarakat Bengkulu, kami akan selalu ada, dimanapun dan kapanpun, memberikan pelayanan untuk membangun bersama Provinsi Bengkulu. Sebagai Bank Bengkulu yang tangguh dan tumbuh.
Hello, Assalamualaikum, and a very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, Dr. Nas.
Hi. Wait, I'm preparing myself as well. Okay, let me see the participant for today. Well, now we are having our plenary session 1. Actually, we will start with Mrs. Rebecca Norfita ya, Armani Akhirson. So
I'm sorry, Dr. Nazrul, we cannot hear your voice.
Now do you hear now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is it all right?
Yeah, Dr. Nas, we can hear your voice.
All right, okay, great. So I can start, right? Okay, I mentioned just now that we are at the plenary session 1, and then Bu Rahmita actually is the secretariat for today, and I think she will record everything. I'll be the chairperson for plenary 1 today, 3rd of October 2020. And first, we'll start with Mrs. Rebecca. Second, Mrs. Cahaya Karima. Everyone's here. And the third one, Mrs. Cindy Sapniat and Mr. Fahri Eka Saputra and Muhammad Nabil. Okay, so we do have 5 altogether with us today. And then we can start with Mrs. Rebecca. Mrs. Rebecca, are you here? Okay. We're still waiting for Mrs. Rebecca. How about Chaya Karima? Now I think it's just Mr. Fahri. Yeah, Mr. Fahri only here.
Yes. Okay,
All right.
Dr. Nas.
Yeah, Mr. Fahri only
Okay,
here.
I'm start first.
Yeah, I think so. You can start first. All right. Well, today Mr. Fahri will start on the pros and cons of robots, artificial intelligence and service automation, RISA, technologies to be utilized in service industry. It's one of the important topics to discuss today. And the floor is yours. The line is yours, Mr. Fahri.
All right, Dr. Nas, thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity. Let me share screen first. All right. I want to make sure that all of the participants, all of the audience can see my PowerPoint.
Yeah, we do. We can see.
Okay, thank you. All right, the topic that I will present it today is about pros and cons of robot, artificial intelligence, and service automation technologies to be adopted and implemented in service industry. Here, I will present it my paper. There are three writers in this paper, me, and then Mr. Efet Darta Hadi, and Mr. Ilsa Hayadi. Okay, wait a minute. All right. There are several issues why we bring this topic to be our paper, because there are many issues related to the COVID-19. We have to use some of RISA, yeah, robot artificial intelligence and service automation, to be integrated in our business process, because this kind of technology can help us to deliver our service to the customer. And then RISA also shifting the interaction that previously occurred between human to human, human to machine, and we do right now with human computer, and in the future I think we will be communicate with the robot. I think it would be the future service industry. And then there are several issues, especially in developing countries, to adopt this RISA technology, because especially because this technology is quite expensive to use. So there are many considerations of the business owner to adopt this kind of technology. There are some questions related to this. Yeah, how are service business actors should prepare to face the development of RISA in the 21st century? What are the pros and cons of service business when using RISA technology in their business process? And then the last is this technology feasible to use as a source of company competitive advantage? This issue should be addressed, and we will discuss in this paper. Okay, the first thing that I wanted to share with all of the audience today is about readiness of service industry facing the new technology development. There are some questions that should be addressed in this paper. If this technology has been widely applied, like we know that because of pandemic COVID-19, there are many business process that adopted this kind of technology in their business process, because of they are should use this technology to competitive to survive. I mean. And then will the service sector that do not integrate RISA in business process will become uncompetitive? We will discussing about it. And can adopting RISA be more cost efficient? And the last is can RISA means that robot artificial intelligence and service automation, right? Increase effectiveness of the business process in service company. For now, service business management need to anticipate many unpredictable moment, I think, because exposure of COVID-19 is unpredictable for many business people before. And then service company need to establish a recovery strategy post COVID-19 or during COVID-19. And they should be rebuild their business process when they're facing this kind of pandemic, yeah. And with social restriction today, interaction and mobility between people and human become less, and we need to reorganize our business because many people not doing some socialization together. All right, this is some of pros and cons, benefit and drawback of RISA, I think. I think it's not good if I just read this paper. Out of the audience can read by themselves, yeah. I think I just only explain some of the big and important issue, yeah, because in the developed countries, there are less of technical employees, and they should to anticipate that drawbacks with adopted this kind of technology in their business process. And there are many advantages of this kind of technology because this technology can work 24 hours a day and 7 hours a week and 30 days a month, and they can work non-stop, I think. And robot can fulfill the technical and administrative work properly and on time compared to the human. And the robot artificial intelligence can minimize also error in doing their business process, yeah. The most important thing is robot also never complain like human do. But there are also the drawbacks or shortcoming of this kind of technology, yeah. Because we still need in service industry a human touch, yeah. The interaction between human to human is still important in the service industry. And robot also lack of creativity and innovation. So we have to think about that, yeah. Yeah, this is, I think it's too small to read, but it is no problem. I think we can.
It should be all right. Should be all right because
Okay.
Because we are face it directly. So
All right.
All right. Yeah, I can read. Yeah.
Thank you very much. There are some of functional area that we have to integrate the RISA technology. Yeah? We can integrate the operation management by using this kind of robotic technology and also artificial intelligence and also service automation. Because we know that this kind of technology are common in manufacturing industry, but still new in service industry. Yeah, the business process in manufacturing industry become more efficient and effective by using this kind of technology. But in the service industry, we have to think the way to integrate this kind of technology in the business operation, because we know that in manufacturing industry is less of human touch, but in the service industry is high in experience of the customer. So we have to resolve this kind of issue. And then how to integrate RISA in human resource management. There are also some of issues about how to integrate this kind of technology. Yeah? RISA also can perform many fast because Raisa is also more developed today, yeah, compared to before because of artificial intelligence that integrate in the application that many business use. Like today, manager can create a decision making easily because of this kind of technology, yeah, because they collect big data in their business process, so human resource management become more efficient. Okay. In marketing management, there are many also advantages of this kind of technology if we integrate this technology into a business process. Yeah, because we can increase the experience of customer. The issue is how to edit value. Yeah, how to create co-creation of value together with technology. By using the technology, tourists can more engage with their experience when they visit some of destination or when they visit some of destination, I think. So this is important issue, yeah, to be addressed, yeah. About pricing distribution also become more effective and efficient. About how to communicate the product and services to the customer and also community, it become efficient also. And the last is how what is the advantage if we integrate this kind of technology in financial management process? Like we know that if the customer do some transaction with the company, it directly become the database of the company, yeah, right now, and it also become a big data for the company. Company will be easily increase their sales, and also they can create directly financial cost and financial analysis, yeah. And it will be easy for the many service industry to integrate this kind of technology in their business process. Okay, and in the last is so worker also shifting their skill to encounter cutting edge technology development like RISA technology. I think, yeah, this is become a big issue in our in the service industry right now, because some of technical skill will be replaced by robot, yeah, and artificial intelligence. If we want to make a complaint right now with some of company, like by using what we call it, yeah, application in our smartphone, we not directly connected by the customer service, but we have to face with bot first, yeah. So bot will replace our what we call, yeah, our problem before we directly directly communicate with customer service. This is an interesting era, I think, yeah, because many kind of layer in service industry will be replaced by robot. So as employees today, we have to face this era, and we have to develop our skill because the era already changed from computer era and robotic era. Okay, this is a conclusion for our paper today. One of strategy that can be used by many service business actor is about the issue that should be solved about this kind of technology to integrate in our business process. And then because also many uncertainty by adopting robot and artificial intelligence and service automation, business owner have to consider the drawback and also advantage of this kind of technology. It depends on the product or service that company sells. Yeah. Okay, Raisa is believed also to become a big picture of service system in many industry in the future. Yeah. Although the implementation of RISA also face several issues, including scope and advantages and disadvantages compared to the human use, the impact of RISA can trigger many companies to use this kind of cutting edge technology in business process. I think that's all from me, Dr. Mas. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. It's a very interesting topic that being discussed today by Mr. Fahri, Pak Fahri. Okay, I think RISE also can be the destructive technology. I mean, you know, the new robots or the new technology that will diminish the old one. We've been experiencing a few before. For example, like, you know, the Discman.
What is Discman?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
Right. I mean, nowadays we listen music to all our smartphone.
All right.
Before smartphone, we do have iPod.
Okay.
Okay, before iPod, even now we don't use iPod anymore. Before iPod, we do have something like Discman. Before Discman, we do have something like Walkman. You know Walkman? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So that's what I mean actually. With the emergence of smartphone, it will diminish the whole generation of music devices, even even the iPod as well. And for the cameras as well, previously we do have a lot of, you know, the small cameras by Sony, Nikon, but nowadays because of the emergence of smartphone, we no longer using the cameras.
Okay.
It's all embedded into the smartphone. Yeah, I think
function become one. Integrated one.
Many become one actually. So, and I think in the time of COVID-19 now, RISA can be very much important to help us. You know, to protect us from the pandemic, because we need the system, we need the robots, you know, so that we don't have to touch with the other person. Don't have to, I mean, communicate, because in service industry we need a lot of you know, two-way communication.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, face-to-face communication. But maybe with RISA, the technology, we are no longer need to be face-to-face.
We
So
can
it
do
will protect us.
virtually.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, any question from the audience actually? There are so many things to talk about RISA, but if you don't have any question, maybe we can proceed to the next one. Thank you so much again, Pak
Thank you,
Fahri,
Dr. Mas. Thank you
for your presentation. It's a very good one actually.
Okay, thank you.
All right, still on our plenary session one. Who else available for today's session? How about Rebecca? Ada tak? No. Cahaya Karima? Cindy Seprenat? Sri Ratini? Or anyone would like to, I mean, volunteer to present first? The another three maybe not join us, or how? Or for Chaya Karima, actually the title will be the influence of tourism product attributes, destination image, marketing, public relations, and word of mouth on visiting decisions. An empirical study on elderly tourists at Anya Beach, Cilegon, Banten. Or we do have any representative to, I mean, to present on this paper? Or another paper from Cindy, analysis of the influence of destination image, service quality, and travel motivation on elderly tourist satisfaction at Suri Cottage, Tantena Beach Tourism Object, Poso Regency, Central Sulawesi. These are all my subject actually, because I'm very much interested in tourism and the local culture. And same goes with the first presentations by Rebecca, the effect of accessibility, attraction, facility, and price perception on visiting destination by elderly tourism. Research study at the Indonesian National Museum is very, very interesting, but unfortunately, we don't have the representative. I'm not sure what happened. Bu Ning mau ganti gak Bu Ning? Mau ganti untuk presentnya Bu Ning?
Mau dia Dr. Nas.
Iya, tadi suruh komennya nggak komen Bu Ning. Someone need to, to unmute Bu Ning.
Okay. Pak Nas.
Iya Bu Ning, apa
I just
kabar?
thought Pak Nas very handsome today.
Kok gitu komennya? Nggak ada komen di kontennya Bu Ning.
Berbeda tampilan.
Berbeda.
Kelihatan
Ya,
lebih muda.
Itu pasti kangen tuh Bu Ning, kangen tuh sudah lama tidak ketemu tuh.
Iya.
Ya.
Jadi eko dia.
Bu Sulasi, how are you Bu? Bu Sulasi, how are you?
I'm fine, Pak Nas. How are you? I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. It's been a while. Sudah 1 tahun ya tidak ketemu, Bu.
Yeah, last time when you visit Bengkulu, I'm not
Around,
I don't know
yeah.
if you are here.
Yeah.
So
Saya mau ke sana lagi Bu, liburan atau jalan atau gimana.
Well, then we are waiting.
Sure Bu.
Okay. You now look younger right now. Is that right, Bu Ning?
Apanya?
Look younger.
Oh, you look younger. Maybe karena saya nggak keluar Bu, jadi kulitnya cerah dikit ya.
Oke, diperam ya.
Ya diperam ya. Nggak bisa jalan-jalan gitu.
Padahal kalau diperam cepet masak tuh Pak Nas.
Aduh.
I present tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it with me as well? Sama saya atau sama siapa, Bu?
I'm not sure. I didn't check it.
Yeah, because
I should check it.
ya besok juga saya ada jadi moderatornya.
Okay, hopefully with you.
Yeah. Actually, we do have representative from Philippines. Yeah, with us today. Pak Rafi and as well as Mrs. Norelin with us. So we are talking in Malay. Pity them, but it's all right. Yeah, they will be our future partners actually. Yeah, later on. Kan jadi mungkin tahun depan kalau sudah selesai mungkin kita bisa ke Filipina atau gimana ya. But not sure kapan selesainya itu COVID-19. Yeah, so I've been mentioned that maybe we can go to Philippines. Mr. Rafi next year if the COVID is over, but we just hope we just try to be optimistic, but we are not sure how long that we have to be in this kind of situation. Yeah.
Hope so.
Right. So anyone else to present, or should I stop here actually for today because seems like there is something out.
I'm sorry, Dr. Nazral. So there is one participant with no with no response, and two others is cancel it. So
Alright.
the other participant in here maybe can join to other room.
All right. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, and sorry if I have any mistake.
All right. No, should be all right. Should be all right. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Nas.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining, and we'll listen to Pak Fari just now. Thank you again, and see you next time. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Nas.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See you, Bu Sulasi.
Okay.
Thank you. Mari Bu, boleh pindah ke rumah
Assalamualaikum
sebelah.
semuanya.
Waalaikumsalam.
Mbak Rahmita.
Iya, mari.
Terima kasih. Thank you so much. Dr. Nick, how are you? So we can leave it right now, Rahmita?
Yes, ma'am. You can join to other room, room 2, 3, atau 4.
Okay, thank you. So room 2 is different Zoom number, Zoom ID.
Yes, it's a different room ID.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mbak Ramita. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
See you,
for all of
ma'am.
you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.